I genuinely think it's just that it's a different story and it's unique. I think it's unique, but also I think a lot of people think that black people are not unique and they need to stay out of my video games. God dang it! Keep you black summer out of my video games. Keep my superheroes white.
Doing, everyone? Welcome. You guys are being weird.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, guess what? Assassin's Creed is back. Shadows, the official world premiere trailer. And with this trailer comes controversy, which we will get into after I react to it. So let's look at the trailer and enjoy it, and then we'll talk about what's going on. All right, here it comes, baby. I'm on the wrong side of the goddamn screen. My bad.
Who are you? Who do you serve?
All I have ever known in my life. Our land. Our customs. My family. Burns in the name of unification.
Oh.
You are still a frog in a well who knows nothing of the sea. The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed. Power. Vengeance.
And you? Will you continue down that river? Or choose another path beyond what we see?
And we must look for it together.
I need these to be the graphics, bro.
We must learn to trust. Rebuild.
That's a black man.
And follow
Sorry.
the blade.
Oh. Oh, you just know that thing hurt.
Who do you serve?
We are the shadows.
That serve the light.
Hell yeah, baby. Damn, son. Now, can you spot the controversy, kids? Ora mi dora. Yeah, so if you can't already tell, they chose a goddamn black samurai. And I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't see that coming either. I didn't see that coming at all. They're choosing to tell a story about Yasuke, who is a genuine person in history who was, I don't know, first black samurai, retainer used during the, I don't know, Sengoku era. I don't know. All this stuff I'm not 100% aware of, but people got their panties in a bunch about it, and it's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's really not that deep, and it's just kind of annoying to have to see crap like that all the time. I will say, honestly, I thought the same thing. Like, oh, all right, they're gonna use a black dude to be the samurai, which is fine, because you still are getting like a legitimate Asian woman or Japanese woman. I don't know where you know, who is a shinobi, but that's not enough, of course, because one, she's not a man. Two, she's a woman. It's so stupid, bro. I'm sorry. So let's watch this this next trailer, which is like a breakdown of who the characters are. All right, so here we go. 3, 2, 1.
With our dual protagonists, we have two fantasies, the samurai and the shinobi. We want the player to experience both, and we cannot squeeze both fantasies into one character because samurai and shinobi came from a different social class. They have different lives, so we cannot really mix them together.
The historical character of Yasuke presented a really exciting opportunity for the narrative team. We approached it in the same way that so much of the work is done in Assassin's Creed, which is really in terms of research and history first. Not a lot is known about him, but what we did know, or we do know, is that he arrived in Japan in 1579, right when our game starts. And that he had relationships with some of the most interesting people in our setting, like Oda Nobunaga, the Portuguese, and Jesuits, which made it very sort of tantalizing and enticing from a narrative perspective to come in and start weaving these facts with story in between.
Just blame me.
The more we read about the character, the more he was inspiring for us. He's a foreigner discovering Japan, and we thought it's the perfect fit because he's discovering Japan and you are discovering Japan also.
And on the flip side, we have Naue, who comes from the province of Iga, which is a remote mountainous area, fiercely independent, known as the birthplace of shinobi. So they're very contrasting perspectives that really expose a lot of different sides and facets of the era.
When Oda came, he completely destroyed Iga. You have Yasuke and Oda that coming to destroy the shinobi. So it can kind of create this interesting tension between two characters.
We were able to connect her to the province of Iga and the legendary Igan shinobi historical figure, Fujibayashi Nagato, who's her father in the game. So we understand why she has the skills that she has and the values that she learns from her father in the people of Iga, which are valor, benevolence, and wisdom. And as a young person still at the start of the game, we get to see now we acquire even more of that wisdom as the story unfolds.
And if you ask anybody, it's super clear that samurai will be combat heavy and a shinobi will be stealth heavy. It creates this distinction right away. Yasuke can fight with all his advantage, his stature, like he's a big guy, he can break door, he can fight multiple enemies, he can break armor. Compared to Naue, like her character and their outfit, it's really about being stealth, being unseen. She's the only one with the hidden blade, so they have clear advantage that put them into the stealth and the combat, even if they can do a bit of both.
They're a really great pair together because on one side we have Naue, who's very intense and passionate and determined woman who is very set on her goals. She's kind of got her heart on her sleeve and she'll say what she feels in the heat of the moment. And this intensity that she brings as a shinobi, but that she also brings to her relationship. And this balances very well with Yasuke, who is sort of a thoughtful, level head to Naoe's fiery passion. We really thought about somebody like Yasuke historically who was able to come to Japan and have the life that he did there, to enter service for Oda Nobunaga and achieve all of the things that he did. Like, what kind of person would go through all of this? So our Yasuke is very intelligent, thoughtful, and respectful of this culture that he encounters, and that makes him a very nice sort of counterpart to Naoe. He's a bit mysterious as well, and that's something we get to see unfold as the game progresses.
Yeah, baby. Assassin's Creed Shadows, November 15th. Looks good. I like the way it looks. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And this balances very well.
And also this part
with Yasuke, who is sort of a thoughtful...
is just making me laugh. Because all I can think as I see this little girl see him is... Nani? Yo, run it back.
Level head to... who is sort of a thoughtful level head as a shinobi, but that she... Well, with Yasuke, who is sort of a thoughtful level head to...
All right, I'm done. I'm done, god dang it. Listen, it's a funny joke to me. So, as you can see, Yasuke is the new assassin. He's not even the assassin character. He's just he's honestly the guest character. But that's enough for the far right, or just people who just don't like black people, or just anything that's new or diverse or different, to go online and start their Twitter threads and complain and do all the things, and you know. But I would like to say this. Does anyone remember when Ubisoft was actually in hot water because they had a game that was anti-black and anti-people of color? And I know this because I did a little sponsorship with them on the game, and then we had to cancel it because they got backlash. But how about some of this information for you tookus? Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. In this game, the protesters were the enemies, and their symbol was the Black Power Fist. Now, if you don't know your history, the Black Power Fist is actually a salute or a symbol of black power that is supposed to represent anti-racist struggles. Because, you know, black people be getting treated all differently. And it was used by black nationalist groups in the United States and other countries since the 1960s. The symbol is often dark-skinned, clenched fists with the image. In the 1960s, the Black Power Fist, the Black Power movement, used it as a gesture to represent the struggle of civil rights. You know, those people that you just don't like because we can't control the color of this. Not y'all, obviously, but there's weirdos out there. The Black Panther Party used it as a symbol of resistance. Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders raises his fist to acknowledge. That's funny. That's weird. What does the black glove fist mean? Ethnic solidarity, such as in Black Power, Black nationalism, and the Black Panther Party, Black Marxist group 1960s, or White Power Fist, a logo generally associated with white nationalism. Uh-oh. Good versus evil. A black logo was also adopted by the Northern Soul music subculture. What did the Black Power salute represent? A defiant statement against the systematic oppression of black people in the United States, and marked a defining moment in the history and civil rights activism. But their use of it on 1968 came at great personal cost to the athletes involved. All right. What is the symbol of BLM? Clenched fists, because you're murdering black people for being black. Okay. You all know the history. I don't have to go through it that deep, but shout out to whoever's channel this is. This is a video they made about this game however long ago. And when this came out, Ubisoft had a statement that they had to put up that says right here, the imagery that appeared in the opening video sequence to Tom Clancy's Elite Squad featuring a raised fist was insensitive and harmful in both its inclusion and how it was portrayed. Because it was very much saying, oh yeah, protesters, because this was during the BLM movement of 2020, which no one cares about. Let's just be honest. Y'all, there was a bunch of people who faked like they cared about it just so they could be on the right side of history. But now they are just like, oh yeah, that thing happened. Yeah. So it's unfortunate. But during the BLM movement, they made the dumbest decision ever to put this game out, Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, with this imagery of the Black Power fist and people who unite together for civil rights and unity in ethnicity. And that doesn't mean it's anti-white folks. White folks, join us. Let's all just be friends. Why not? But because of that, they had listened to and appreciated players and the broader community who have pointed it out, and they apologize. This raised fist imagery will be removed in the next title update this Tuesday on Android and as soon as possible on iOS. This was for a mobile game, god dang it. And you know what they did to this mobile game? They canceled it entirely because at the end of the day, guess what? The people who are making this game and the new Assassin's Creed aren't even Japanese people or black people. They're white folks. White Europeans making mistakes on behalf of their white European ancestors. It's so stupid, y'all. It's so dumb. But like, it's funny how they were caught up in that controversy back in the day for making black people look bad. Now we're in 2024. They are making black people good. And now everybody who doesn't like black people are like, no, black people bad. It's so stupid, bro. It's so stupid. It's incredibly dumb. There's literally been reaction videos made about it. Hold on, let me type this. Assassin's Creed Shadows reaction. And like, you know, you got your normal reactions. You got your normal ones. People who are just interested to see the game, like, oh, this looks interesting. Okay, I like this. This is pretty cool. And you know, but then there's also some people who think it's woke. But I don't understand that, because what the hell does woke mean to y'all? You get, there's a lot of people who have bastardized that term. But then we get here and we get down to the angry people. Woke Ubisoft gets destroyed after Black Samurai revealed. I can't agree. I did not expect to see Yasuke like portrayed in this game. I thought to myself, oh, that's it. I think, I'm being honest, I think it's a more interesting take than whatever the heck that a normal would be, because Ghost of Tsushima has already been done. Again, by another European developer. Like, ain't no Japanese people outside of the actors working on that yet. Maybe there's a few. Maybe it's a few. But now, this is a betrayal. You dare put that black son of a in this game without our permission, Ubisoft? How dare you? I mean, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I like it. I would have played it. Well, also, it's kind of messed up. Y'all are just acting like Noe isn't even a part of the game. There's an Asian character, an Asian character who is the shinobi, who, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna play as her more because I like the stealth aspect of it. I don't really care much for whatever you want to call it, being a samurai. We did that in Ghost of Tsushima. So wait, where are we at now? The heck? So yeah, my brain says to me, good on Ubisoft for trying something different. Also, it's even surprising to me. I was like, really? That's okay. Okay, that's cool. I'm into it. I don't care, because I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since Assassin's Creed 3 when they killed off my boy Desmond. Spoilers, sorry. But yeah, I think the backlash is so silly. Also so racist. Just say you're racist. Don't complain, because mind you, there's people who are genuinely complaining that this fictional game has a real life black person in it. A person who was actually a part of real history, but he's black, goddammit, how dare you? You could like Ezio doesn't exist. Altair doesn't exist. Connor, none of these characters exist. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, none of them exist, y'all. It ain't this deep. It ain't never been this deep. And I can't believe there are people who are genuinely upset over a video game that is based on a complete lie. Templars, assassins, it ain't happening, god dang it. Why are y'all crying? We got a few tweets to look at and then we're out of here. All right, so we're on Twitter. You can see my tweet at the top. I just tweeted this actually 28 minutes ago before making this video, and I wrote, for those upset about Yasuke, listen, if y'all hate black people or anything black contaminating your media, then just say that. Don't make up a bunch of excuses for your racism. Cause we don't care. We've been dealing with it since we were born, most black people. This ain't new, man. This tweet came out about 14 hours ago. I retweeted it. It said a lot of people in the video game community don't like black people. And then there's 370 comments, and oh boy, you know what it's about to be. You know what it's about to be. I don't see a big deal with the whole Yasuke thing. I just think the game's gonna suck because it's Ubisoft. And that's fair. Black people, women, minorities, kind of sad to have all this bad juju inside you. These are people. That's bait. Half the people I game with are black mix, not bait. You know what it is. You know how it is. It's unfortunate. It's even weirder as a person who is black and knows that like, could you, like, if you're not a black person, honestly, if you're not a black person at all, like Hispanic, Asian, Palestinian, Israel, Hispanic, could you imagine? Because I no disrespect, I just don't think it's the same. Could you imagine the entire world, knowing the entire world doesn't like you for some reason? And not everyone, but like knowing that a majority of every other race, background, person, entity on the planet looks at you and says like, ugh, brother, ugh, what is that, brother? That's what we live with, yo. That shit is insane. It's insane. Shout out to the homie Lord Balvin, aka Big Boss Balvin on Twitter. He put Ubisoft finally making a mainline Assassin's Creed game in Japan, and Yasuke is one of the main protagonists. Oh Lord, this happening at the height of the worst video game discourses of all time. This might dead ass spark a race war. Oh man. And you know, people started going in the comments, and then this other person online, Joyce the Sound Hashira, wrote, we're finna see a brand of racism we haven't seen since early Call of Duty lobbies, because Dexterdo tweeted out, leaked images suggest that the protagonist of Assassin's Creed Shadows might be Yasuke, the world's first black samurai. You could have said African samurai. I mean, you could have. I'm just saying. Shout out to the Black Hokage. He wrote, wait until people find out that this wasn't historically accurate. Oh, let me pull this up and listen. I'm not going to call this person out of their name or talk about them any type of bad. I just think that their take on this is, oh wait, actually this is something different. It says, I'll be god dang, the leaks were true. They really made the samurai black in a time period where there was only a handful of Dutch and Portuguese trading in Japan, maybe some Chinese. Okay, so this was not the video that I was going to pull up. There was a video, dang, I don't know where it is off the top of my head. There was a video by a black content creator who was saying that this was pandering and wokeness, and I was like, I honestly kind of do sit back and think like, this is different. This is weird. I didn't think Ubisoft, who was making the Black Power Fist evil a few years, would do this. But I mean, but I look at it now and I'm like, well, to me, it's more creative. Because we have Ghost of Tsushima. This to me is a different, what's it called? A different way of going about it. But I mean, To each their own. I'll be honest, I don't give a dang about this game at all. It's not even that deep. Like, I personally never, like, outside of the first few, dang, where is this dude's video? I thought I saw somebody tweet it the other day, but maybe not. Shout out to Mighty Keith. I can't just be searching on Twitter, JD. I forgot. This is not that website. You can't just do this. Yeah, man. There's a video that I want to show y'all though, and it's, I don't know. I just hate that, like, people co-opted the word woke and turned it into something just super negative when it was supposed to be a positive, supportive, people coming together type of term. Woke definition. Here we go. I'm going to just read this to y'all real quick. Woke is an adjective that means being aware and attentive to social issues, especially those related to racial and social justice. It originated in African American vernacular English, AAVE, and originally meant being alert to racial prejudice and discrimination in the 2010s. The term expanded to include a broader awareness of social inequalities such as sexism, racial injustice, and denial of LGBT rights. In mainstream use, woke can also be described as someone or something as being with it. Woke is often used in contexts that suggest someone's expressed beliefs about such matters are not backed with genuine concern or action. For example, some Republicans have co-opted the term as a pejorative. I'm going to actually put this on the screen for y'all. A pejorative, to describe the identity-based social justice issues that some Democrats and progressive push for. Florida Governor, Ronda Santis, Communications Director, defined woke as a slang term. That's just racist. What do you mean? It's a slang term. Those goddamn made it up. For her activism. And her general counsel added that woke is the belief that there is a systematic injustice in American society and that they need to address it. Wait, Communications Director, fine, woke. Yeah, man. It just means treat everybody equally, y'all. That's it. I don't know why. I really hate that. Like, I hate that that's what it became. But also, I don't know, man. Who cares? I don't care. I'm just gonna mind my business, look the other way, and not give a dang about people getting their panties in a bunch over a video game character. I wish I could show y'all this one video, but I can't find it on the internet. Psych, the video's not over because I found what I was looking for. This guy named Kada wrote, Assassin's Creed being based in Japan and then not using a Japanese male protagonist is stupid. We know exactly why they're using Yasuke, the message, and it's annoying. It would be as dumb as having it based in Africa and deciding to use a white male protagonist. How do you compare the two? What white male protagonist is in Africa doing slave masters? What? Okay, I think that's a terrible take, and I'm not advocating for Yasuke. It was their personal choice. White people chose this. Let them make the game they want to make. Also, they probably saw that Ghost of Tsushima already kind of followed a story of something along that line and was like, well, how about we make a woman protagonist, because she's going to be the main character. She's the assassin. Y'all just hate black people like this? I don't think you hate black people. I think, first off, I think this brother is confused. We must stay focused, my brother. But also, I really don't see the big deal. But let's watch this person complain about a video game character in a fictional, a real life character from history is told in a fictional game universe. Oh my God.
So we got our first look at the new Assassin's Creed game, and I gotta say, man, I'm not impressed. I'm actually just really annoyed right now. We have two main protagonists, one female, one male, just like Odyssey. We're gonna be using Neo, I hope I said that right, a female Japanese character. And for the male character, they're going to be using Yasuke. Now, I'm annoyed because they're using Yasuke, and I'm going to tell you why. Yasuke is what they want to say is the first black Japanese samurai, when in all actuality, he was not even a samurai. He was a retainer, so he wasn't even a full-blown samurai. And for all of the characters they could have used for Japan, all these kind of different people they could have picked from, they picked Yasuke. Why do they pick Yasuke? Because he's black. So in context, that doesn't matter to me, because in all the Assassin's Creed games, every single character has been of some kind of different race and nationality, so that doesn't matter to me. That's fine. But you have to understand what day and age we're in. You have to understand the kind of social shit that they want to try to get across in these video games now. So instead of using a Japanese man in a game based in Japan, like they did with the other Assassin's Creed games, Altair, he was an Arab, obviously. One of my favorites, Connor, in Assassin's Creed.
Hold on, bruh. Hold on, bruh. That the A on Arab was a little too hard, my boy. What the what's that? He a Arab, obviously. What? Yo.
3, he was Native American. That was fine. And the most famous of them all, Ezio Auditore, who was
he was just a native, bro. Yeah, it was. Yeah, sure, America, but like, bruh, stop.
Italian. So why in all those games would you have a character representative of the region they're from? But in this game, you want to demote a Japanese man and then use Yasuke. I understand why. We know why. But they're not going to tell you why. Because if you call it out, you're some kind of ist or phobe or whatever. And since I'm black and I'm calling it out, that means that I must hate my skin or something. You know how they do. I just see this and my immediate thought is, they did this for brownie points. I can't think of any other reason why you would have a Assassin's Creed game based in Japan, which we've been clamoring for since the beginning of Assassin's Creed, and then have the main protagonist that is a male be black. I see that and I'm like, there's no other reason than I want claps for it. There's no other reason. And I'm an Assassin's Creed fan. I've played every game. I love every game. And one of my favorite characters is actually Cassandra from Odyssey. So nobody can sit here and say, I don't like women or I don't like diverse people or whatever, when one of my favorite characters is diverse. Hell, Connor Kenway and Hatham Kenway, those are some of my favorite characters from Assassin's Creed. So before the idiots want to start, that's not the reason. The reason is I see straight through this bullshit and I know exactly why they picked this character. It's annoying. That's like if Ghost of Tsushima, instead of using Jin, they used a white dude. People would be like, that doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense.
That's not the same. Yasuke is actually a real character, a real person from history. Jin is not a real person from history. And also, they are probably trying to avoid the similarity conversation. All y'all did was make Ghost of Tsushima and then compare it. I do understand the initial like, oh, Yasuke, that's interesting. But he's totally negating the fact that Noe is a character. He's covering up her face. You can't even see her. Like, bro, there's a Japanese woman who you're gonna get to play as. Why are you so hyper focused on the black man who's a real historical figure? Jin and everything that's not real. All the Assassin's Creeds, that's not real. Ezio Auditore de Firenze, that's not real. I also think that it's weird to have this type of response, knowing that Ubisoft got caught up in the past with the Tom Clancy game and how they were looking as if they were making content that was anti-black and anti-ethnicity, anti-people of color, and then had to cancel the Elite Squad mobile game. And then you feel like they're making this just because it's like, oh, we just want people of color to like us. I don't think so. I honestly think that it's an interesting story to tell. Because like he just said, why couldn't you just put any Japanese person in there? Name some Japanese people you would have put in there. You might have had to make them up, because who knows how many of them stories. Not to say those stories aren't around. There's a lot of those stories, but I feel like they were just like trying to avoid the comparison to Ghost of Tsushima. And Yasuke is a character that is not a character, is a real person from history that's actually an interesting story to tell. Also, who knows if that's even the main, we gonna just play with them. They could be other, I don't know, man. Maybe you can go into custom and make them Asian, make them white the way some of y'all sound. Make them white, I guess. All right, but I don't know. Let's let him finish.
To me, it's stupid. I know exactly why you're doing it. I see straight through it. It's annoying. It's pandering. It doesn't do anything for me but piss me off.
Piss me off. You know what's pissing me off, bro? That nasty ass stain you got on your shirt this whole goddamn 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Go wash that Toon Squad jersey you got from LeBron's dirty laundry basket. All right, I'm done. Don't make fun of him, JD. He's just living his life. He's let him rant on the internet. That's what the internet is for. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, somebody says stop confirming the beard oil stain. I'm trying to get my life together. All right, he could take a joke. That's funny. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, look at this. Neo, so historically accurate. Where's Doc? Hey, bro, is that you, Uncle Ruckus? That's my uncle. Oh man. I genuinely think it's just that it's a different story. And it's unique. I think it's unique. But also, I think a lot of people think that black people are not unique and they need to stay out of my video games, god dang it. Keep you black summer out of my video games. Keep my superheroes white. All right, this is way too long of a video, and I don't know if I've cut it together in a different way, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thank you so much. And maybe I split the videos between the reactions and this rant, or maybe I just made one long ass video. I don't know. That's it. I'm done. I'm gone. Thank God. Get me out of here. All right. Y'all be safe. Bye. I'm gone. Bye. Bye.